Hey, what's up, people? How are you guys doing today? Today, here again, Christian, Gio, and our special guest, Mandisa.
Hello.
How are you doing, Mandisa? How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
We're doing good. It's a Saturday morning. Just getting things done.
On the weekend.
I like it.
Shout out to Fritzy because she don't work on the weekend.
Shout out to her.
All right. So, I have a question for you. Why do you always use just Mandisa and not your last name?
Because my last name is my married last name.
Okay.
And so I've gotten divorced. And so I would like to be Mandisa
Okay.
Barnett again, but I've been just Mandisa for so long. I'm like Madonna or
Like Cher.
Cher.
Yeah.
Yes, iconic.
Nice.
I heard that one before.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I cleared that out. We're done for today.
Bye, everybody.
Perfect. Mandisa, tell us a little bit about what you do. What are you into? What do you do for real estate? Because I know you are part of a pretty cool platform.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, I work for a company. It's called PadSplit. It's a co-living startup. So essentially you're taking a single family home and you're creating multiple bedrooms inside of there. So you're creating a multifamily space. You're doing that by taking any underutilized space, like a living room, a dining room, a den, and you're turning it into a bedroom. That way the investor can maximize profits and people who live and work in this community can finally afford somewhere to live.
Perfect. Awesome.
What are the prices on that?
So I got 3 buckets for my pricing where my members are approved.
Mm-hmm.
You, the investor, you can price your asset at whatever you want, right?
Right.
But I'm going after a very, very specific demographic. People are making $30,000 to $60,000 a year. With that being said, my people are. Oh, go ahead.
You need to get a little bit closer.
A little closer. Sorry.
Yeah.
Am I better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get in and out? Did you hear that?
I did.
Yeah.
That's way better. So my people are making between $30,000 and $60,000 a year. So they're approved in 3 buckets. They're approved between 168 and 199, 200 to about 249, and then 250 and above.
This is per week, right? Not per
Yes,
month.
this is a per week rate.
Per
I know
week.
investors like months. So on
Yeah.
average, you're gonna make probably $856 a month per room.
Okay.
Christian, what do you think?
Yeah, that sounds about right. You do have to take away like the management fees, of course, and like the utilities from that. But that's that's on the investor side. That's when you do your numbers, right? But that sounds about right. 800, and then a master bedroom here in the Vegas market runs about $1,000 per month.
Yeah,
1,000? Oh, per month. Okay.
Yeah.
per
I
room.
was gonna say something. All right. So wait, but
Go ahead.
do people like to co-live with other people? Isn't there a conflict between each other's?
I don't think so. I think there's been some issues that we can't solve human problems, right?
Right.
But you can put together, a group of individuals who just need a means to an end for right now,
Okay.
and it works. But there are issues, right? It's not like a perfect solution to everything.
Yeah.
I can't background check for mental illness. I can't background check for you're just a shitty. Can I say shitty?
Yeah.
Well, you already did. So
Go ahead. It's all good.
You're just a bad person who doesn't like paying their bills.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about PadSplit is you are still able to cash flow on those additional rooms. So it's one person who's just crappy, but you're still making money on your other 7 rooms, other 4 rooms, whatever.
Okay. Wait, but the typical house in Vegas, or that I know of, is a 3-bed, 2-bath. How do you get 6 or 7 bedrooms?
So like a traditional house in like the traditional market.
Right.
Right. So you're taking the underutilized space. So that's going to be a living room, a dining room, a den, and you're going to turn those into additional bedrooms.
Okay.
Casitas too.
Can I
in the
turn?
back.
Can I turn?
Casitas too? Yes.
Can I turn a closet into a bedroom?
How big is this closet? I need
mean-
80 square feet.
80? That's a minimum.
That is my minimum, and I also need 2 modes of egress. So
Can it be 2 doors?
I can take 2 doors.
There it is. I was wanting to ask you that question.
For what?
So you don't need
So
a
methods.
window.
Okay. You don't need a window?
No, you need two.
It could be
true
2
modes
doors.
of egress. But do you want to live in somewhere that doesn't?
It's just
have,
dark.
Yeah.
Not
So I mean,
really.
I would buy a door with a window.
That's nice.
Home Depot has some nice ones.
Hey, wait. That has to be an exterior door then.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm add on to a little bit of what you talked about.
Okay.
So I do run PadSplits, and there are some issues, but honestly, if you're an investor, because there's like a lot of newbie investors, they want to come in, buy a property, and never face an issue in their life, right? They're used to their 9 to 5. Like when the biggest issue is like, oh, like the spreadsheet doesn't add up, like, or whatever. So as an investor, there's always risks and there's always issues with everything that you do. So one of the pluses for PadSplit, you mentioned it, is I had to deal with an eviction for a guy that was living there. It was fast. I think it took me 3 days. I feel bad for the guy. He is not a bad guy. He just didn't pay. He couldn't pay or whatever. So I had to evict him.
Right.
Now, I was able to evict them, go throughout that whole process, and still cash flow on a property, right? Let's say if that house was occupied by like a normal person, and I was renting the whole house to that person, and they decided not to pay me. Now, I have to cover that mortgage. I'm not cash flowing, so that's a bigger hit, right? That's a bigger risk.
Absolutely.
So that's the big plus that I see. And as investors, I think you have to concentrate sometimes on the pluses and not just find a way to like disprove a system, or like always find a way to like, oh no, it's because it's too much work or whatever it is,
100% agree.
There's always pros and cons. So
Yeah.
The pros have to outweigh the cons.
Exactly.
Got it.
I think it does, especially in this market that we're in right now, where no one's able to afford anything. Minimum wage is not increasing here in Nevada, right?
Yeah.
Grapes are $8 at Whole Foods.
Jesus.
Things are just getting more and more expensive. But the thing that we all know to hold true is if you're working a 9 to 5 or whatever, because we have some different types of jobs here in Vegas, you deserve a safe, clean, and affordable place to live. And there's nothing here to truly help the single guy, the single woman, who it's just them. There's no kids, there's no family, there's no systems out there that are able to help them. So that's where PadSplit steps in. It gives them a safe, clean, and affordable place to live. They're able to pay what's convenient for them when it's convenient. They can pay monthly, weekly, bi-weekly if they chose to. And so it's a great system for a lot of people, and it can only go up from here. In a great market, you can make a little bit more. In a horrible market, you're still able to cash flow. We survived COVID with this model. So I think that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Inflation's real, bro. We ate tacos yesterday.
Oh my God.
$75. Like, holy.
I know. They ate a lot of tacos though.
And then we went.
It wasn't even a restaurant.
It
was a food truck.
Food truck.
No.
I was like $75. Are you kidding me?
And it wasn't even that much either.
Might as well go to eat all you can eat sushi.
All you can eat sushi sounding real convenient nowadays.
Yeah.
Del Taco, I went the other day, just me and the kids. It was $42, and I'm like, we got 4 things. It feels like 4 meals. It feels like.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's
Fast food is not
it's
cheap
not worth
anymore.
it.
Bro, McDonald's, there's no more dollar menu. It's like $2.50 and up.
I read that.
Oh my God. Yeah, but going back to affordability, I think that's one of the cool things about PadSplit. You're able to help out people in situations that they're facing right now. And a lot of them do seem to get their stuff together, their life together, and they move on to better things, and that's pretty big.
Like 100%. A stepping stone then, right?
Yeah. Consider it that way, a stepping stone. So like you do have a house, I want to say you have housed 3 or 4 veterans so far. So that's pretty cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That is really cool. And if you think about it, like you have what, 3 or 4 under your belt right now?
Yeah.
The average landlord is not helping this amount of people. So you probably have helped 30 people. If your rooms are at full capacity, you have 30 rooms.
Yeah.
And you're helping 30 people at a time. Who else can say that?
Yeah.
You're helping them do so much, improve their credit score, provide free telehealth, provide a safe, clean, and affordable place to live that's all inclusive, that's not one of these weekly hotel rooms that's just
full of roaches.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, you get your own space, but it's like at what cost?
Yeah. Exactly.
So I think it's great. I truly I love the model. I believe in the model.
Yeah.
Like our anchor investor will say, you just need 10 of these and you're pretty much good to go.
Damn, we need how many more do we need then?
What?
If we need to get to 10, I need 8 more.
8 more? Shit. So, what's a typical stay of somebody like that likes to stay in 80 square feet?
So the
Bedroom.
average amount of time that people are staying in Vegas is 6 months.
Okay.
However, like Christian will tell you, people do move out. Your house, after 3 months, it should somewhat stabilize.
Okay.
So there's not so many move-ins and
Move
move-outs.
out. Yeah, move out.
So most of the time it's 6 months right here in this market. Across all of our markets right now, it's about 8 to 9 months on average.
Wow. I thought it was gonna be weeks because you're charging per week. So I thought, okay, that's
Nah.
probably why.
That's the biggest misconception when I tell people that. They're like, oh my gosh, so they're coming in and out. I'm like, you're imagining like
Airbnb.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something even worse. So you're imagining something in your head, like people are just like strangers are showing up to the house and they're just like using the house. It's not like that at all. The people I've met are really cool. Yeah, like a motel or
Oh, that's a good
even
analogy.
worse, you know. So like it's not like people are coming in 2 weeks, dropping out, and some other rando comes in like smoking cigarettes inside that. It's not like that at all.
Have you had that issue before where
What?
there's cigarette, like people smoke in the room?
I haven't had that issue so far.
I mean, probably, but the amount of people who still smoke nowadays, I don't really think those are our target demographic.
Oh, you're right. Okay,
So I mean,
makes sense.
like, I would imagine, just honestly, like people are probably vaping in the room if that's what they do.
Yeah.
People are probably smoking weed outside if that's what
They
they
do. They do
Like,
that a lot.
We're in Vegas.
I don't mind it.
But I don't think people like. It feels like just the older generation now is smoking, and I don't know. I haven't
Cigarettes, yeah.
experienced it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do smoke weed outside. I don't mind it. You know.
It's illegal. What can you say?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, how did you get started into this real estate venture or PadSplit and all this stuff? How did you get there?
I worked at a company called SunWest Mortgage, and I was an account executive there.
Okay.
I moved to Vegas, like in the everything COVID, coming from
Oh
California.
wow.
You know,
Great
you're
time
like-
to move here.
It was because we're in California, people were trying to charge $3,200 for rent for like a 2-bedroom. Here, it was like $1,420 when I first moved here for a 3-bedroom townhouse, and I'm like,
And
this'll
that's
work.
expensive still.
You know,
Well, back in the day, it used to be like below $1,000.
but for Vegas
Yeah, I
or for
know.
Californians, we're just like $1,400 rent. Yes, I'll take it. Didn't realize it doesn't get cold at nighttime, but that's another story. So I moved in June at the height of COVID, and you need a license in Vegas to be an account executive for anything. So I couldn't do anything.
Oh wow.
I had no, like, I'm like, what do I do? Can I become a loan processor? No, you need a license for that. You need like all these things. And I'm like, I need money because I have children. And I started
Yeah.
looking around and I found PadSplit because I'm super passionate about people who look like me and are in my same age demographic. They should understand it's not like luck. No one's just going to give you a house if you want to buy one. You just need to do the things and you can get it. It's so attainable. And so that's what I thought PadSplit was at first. And then when I learned what it actually was, I was like, oh, this is amazing. I can be in like a tech space and a real estate space. So the first job I applied for, like on their website, off the LinkedIn website, no easy apply. And I found it and I loved it. Investors hated me when when I first started, they're like, PadSplit, we don't like that.
Yeah.
But now
Yeah.
everybody's like, hi, remember me? Like, I do.
I do. Little shit.
I like you now because it's the only way for my portfolio to cash flow. How are you? Yeah.
Like, can we do that lunch you were talking about? Like, yeah, absolutely. But you know,
Yeah.
So that's how you got in.
Yeah.
You applied and
I applied and I missed my first interview
nice.
because I had COVID and I thought it was for the next day. And then I called like, oh my gosh, I really want this job. Please interview me. He's like, my boss, he's amazing. Like, things happen, no worries. Interview, did all the other interviews. My internet went out on my third and final interview with like the
my
COO
God.
of the company, and I'm like, nothing. This is not. And then they're like, here's an offer, and I'm like, for me?
Like, are you sure?
Wrong. Me.
That's funny.
And so it worked out and it was great. I mean, shout out to like you guys, you especially. You're my first house I put on here. Stan
Oh, no
Lopez.
way.
Yes. You guys came to that, so it was like you, Stan Lopez, Chino, that event in March where my car got stolen. And I was supposed to go to another event that day and everybody's like, no, you're going to the Pace Morby one. And I'm like, no. Me and Fritzy were like, no, we're going to go over here and we'll check this out later. They're like, no, you guys are coming here. You're coming here. And we end up going and everything changed after that night.
Was it when Pace was here?
Yeah.
That was February.
That
was February.
It was
and the restaurant,
February.
The Mexican restaurant?
Yeah.
Where there was a bunch of people inside the restaurant?
The fire people probably hated us that day.
Yeah, probably.
And Blue Martini was across the street, yeah?
No, then you're talking about a different one.
It was the restaurant.
Pace was here?
Yeah.
If Pace was here, it was a restaurant.
Yeah, and all the people were there, and then there was all those.
It was probably.
It was February or March. It was one of those two. My car got stolen.
I'm stuck on that detail. Like how?
Well, you know me, always constantly networking, social butterfly, talking about PadSplit.
Jesus.
And we didn't leave until like it was very dark inside of the Blue Martini where we were, whatever the martini bar is, right? And so when we go back outside, we're like, oh, it's light time.
Really?
Oh, jeez.
And it was me, Fritzy. Oh my gosh, Ramiro was there. We accidentally broke into his car. We had AAA break into his car because we thought it was someone else's car to get a garage door open.
Oh
it
my
was
God.
an epic night. And then when we got out at like 5 or 6 in the morning, I was like, my car's not here.
Valet has it probably.
There's no valet there. The one place we need valet, it was not there.
Oh man.
And then everything worked.
That's a fun night though.
Did you find it?
No. And I had just paid it off, so I downgraded to liability insurance, and I took the next day off because it was a Thursday the meetup. I took that Friday off so I can go to AAA and switch insurance from Progressive to AAA. So I call Progressive like, hey, how are you guys? I remember I was really mean yesterday when I was like, I hate you so much. I don't.
But
Can
I
we
like
just
you now.
forget about what I said? And they're like, no, that's insurance fraud. And I'm like, that tracks. Yeah.
That's karma.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's crazy. Well, but that night changed your life, right? That's
That night changed my entire life. It changed everything because Pace was interested in the PadSplit model. He saw the potential.
Yeah.
And then the whole entire just amazing sub 2 community was like, yeah, no, we're going to do this. And you guys did. And it was just everything from there. But without you, Christian, like Pace would never have seen the potential because it was your house going on.
I didn't know that.
Talking to him about like, yeah, you're, in your community, he's doing that, and he's like, oh, really? That's amazing. Like, tell me more. And it was because of like literally you. And I was like, oh,
that's funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I saw PadSplit years ago.
In Atlanta.
Years ago in Atlanta. It just wasn't here yet. And I was thinking about like, because legally back then I was like, I don't know. I thought about it, but I was like, yeah, nah. I don't know if it's gonna work out or anything. So when you guys came back into the market, like officially, I was really excited because I saw it back in the day.
It's exciting, like especially the way they, like if all of us wanted to get a house together, like if 6 of us, right? We're like, hey, we're all investors. Let's all go buy a house together or rent a house together. You know, they're going to be like, no, you're all unrelated. This is not okay. You can't do this. But because of how the PadSplit membership site is set up, it's super protection and it's amazing. So you can have more than the normal, single family in one home, and you're able to maximize on your profits, especially with these like crazy interest rates.
So talk about more about that, because some people don't. I've had a conversation where people don't understand that. So more than how many people, unrelated people, can be living in a single family house? It
depends, because in Clark County it's different than not in Clark County. Like Henderson is different than Las Vegas, and so on and so forth. So it's between 5 and 6. Okay. So if you were just roommates, right, unless you're in a college type place where it's zoned for that, you can't do that. It's not okay. So what PadSplit does is it creates an LLC for your house. You don't have anything to do with it. And then everybody who applies for a PadSplit membership, it becomes a member of that LLC, and that's what relates them.
Okay. So kind of what Pace is doing with the HOA thing.
Yes.
Okay.
That was genius. Shout out to Molly.
Yeah. I missed that Zoom. It was today at 7. Did you see it?
Oh yeah, definitely missed that.
So then going going that way, then you can have unlimited people.
Mhm.
Okay, but the rule is 5 to 6 in Clark County.
It's 5 to 6. It differs in different states, different markets, but here it's like between 5 and 6.
Unrelated people.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
But no one's counting, right?
Who's counting?
Yeah, no one's
Who
gonna.
polices that, by the way?
Code enforcement, the
Oh,
thorn
nice.
in my side.
They suck.
Hate code enforcement.
I mean, I love you, code enforcement. If you're listening.
Never mind.
You're my best friend.
We love you. Hey, we're gonna need them for the duplex to get rid of a couple cars. So we just bought a duplex, and there's
Congrats.
cars in the front. So we're gonna call code enforcement on that.
Yeah.
Isn't that just like a tow truck?
It's not. We don't know whose cars they are.
Can you just get them towed? Like,
I don't know, but like they're parked like on.
They're
the
gonna
street.
hate us if it's someone's car.
There's cars and boats parked like on the street.
is there?
On the street, not like on the side of the street. On the street.
But a boat?
A
Yeah,
boat.
there's like 2 boats. Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there like a river?
No, I mean
No,
there's a
so-
lake here, but not close by to that.
It's just really there's a very interesting way to spend your money. Like,
I have no clue.
there's no water here.
Yeah, so we're gonna call code enforcement, see what they do.
Let's check it out and see.
Shout out to code enforcement.
Mandisa, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
So, I know you work for PadSplit, you're passionate about it and everything. What are you gonna do? Are you interested also in becoming an investor? Do you see yourself going that route in the future? Are you all actually investing right now?
My goal is to have my first investment property. Like, I want to buy my primary property
Okay.
in 6 months from today's date.
I know an agent.
Do you?
Do you?
He's a little of an asshole, so I don't know. Maybe I won't recommend him to you.
I don't
but-
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I want to buy my first,
Okay.
my primary, and then in 8 months, so 6 months, and then 2 more months after that, I want
Okay.
to buy my investment property. So I think I need to, kind of diversify and do some other stuff. Hang out with all of you wonderful people who are into wholesaling
Yeah,
and
you've been
all
MIA.
that.
What happened to you?
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
what happened to you? That's
I
gonna
know-
be
I had a
know
great.
what
whole
happened,
baby,
but it's for the
okay?
podcast.
I had a baby.
I know what happened. I just want to like. It's a
Let
loaded
everyone
question.
know.
I feel like nobody knows that I had a baby.
No, and whenever Mandisa's not replying to me, I'm like, bro, she's in the hospital. She just had a baby. Oh my god, I feel so bad. I was like, yes, you should feel bad.
We had a lot of conversation.
Get off her case a little bit.
I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. And I was like, I just had a baby, and he came earlier than expected, like
Yeah.
slightly. So I was already freaking out over that because my other kid. But I'm like,
Yeah.
dude. And then I didn't realize. I'm like, yeah, I can totally just jump right back into things, but you can't because it's like a whole new little person that depends on you. And with older
Yeah,
kids,
100%.
you forget like they feed themselves. This one, I got to do everything for, and I'm like, everything,
Every
Every
little
little
thing.
thing.
Yeah. Is your baby needy?
No, he's like the best baby.
Wow.
But it's like he's still little. He's only 2 months.
Oh my god.
So he's gonna get there.
Yeah. Yeah. When do they start like feeding themselves?
I would say 6 months, but don't ask me because I have no memory
6
of
months?
my other little kids.
Oh my god.
The memories are.
They're gone.
Gone.
This is like 4 and 5 years ago, Christian.
Oh jeez.
Gotta purge the memories for real estate.
Need to download more RAM.
For real though.
But I think so, like 5 or 6 months, they should
Okay.
be able to grip a bottle by themselves. Lord help us all.
Just duct tape it.
Okay,
Definitely
Gio's not babysitting.
Definitely
Christian,
not.
write that down.
We gotta put cameras on him.
We do.
Hey, so back to the investing part. So what are you doing to get into your primary first,
Okay.
and then your investment property?
So
What would you do? Like, I don't know if you have a plan yet, but based on what you know, what would you do to get to that?
primary first, I have started with saving a shit ton of money.
Okay.
And then I am going to a loan officer first to work out my financing so I can come to a real estate agent with, hey, this is what I have, here's my budget, and here's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So planning to get pre-approved within the next 2 months. After that, I'm going to, start looking. Because
Okay.
I want to
Okay.
I want to be in the primary by mid or end of September.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then saving more money because I don't think buying an investment property on the traditional market is going to work out that way. So it's probably going to be like, hey, this is my property, but I'm JVing with, you know, 1 or 2 other people.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be creative, I assume.
Oh, you know, I love creativity.
Yeah. So that's the only.
I know
way
a
to
guy
go
who
now.
teaches about that. I
Yeah?
don't know if you guys heard of him.
Yeah. He's a pretty cool guy, I think.
I think so.
Everything he touches turns to gold. Like, touch me.
Touch me.
Not the inappropriate way, but
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, we're gonna get canceled. We haven't even started.
yeah. So okay, so that's your plan. So you mentioned something else. You need to, and that's a good advice. That you need to hang out with other people, right? Because
Right.
you want a JV.
Absolutely.
So how do you JV? How do you find that JV partner?
You build relationships within your network.
Exactly.
Your network is truly your net worth, and I've learned that. And I think we're so lucky, especially here. Like, other markets are probably great, but think about how incredibly lucky we are here in Vegas. We're so close knit, which is weird because I feel like I've known you guys forever.
Yeah.
And it's been barely 2 years, right?
Yeah.
And there's so many people here in this area who are willing to talk about you in the best way when you're not there and to connect you with other people. And I think all of us have just made a conscious decision to be the best type of people that we possibly can be, and no one's trying to rip anybody off and no one's trying to do anything like that. So it's like, if I called and I was like, hey, I found this house, I need this, everybody here is more than willing to be like, okay, cool, well, you need this, let's put you in touch with this person for finance and this person
Yeah.
and it just works like that here. So that's my plan for that. But it's like, continue to feed into your network and don't just take, but give.
Yeah.
Like, give every single thing that you can, because that always comes back tenfold. But don't give because you want something back. Give because that's who you are,
Yeah.
and that's what's going to help you build and what's going to help you grow.
I like that.
Throw the.
Super off time.
I need a new one. So what else?
Let me ask you this question. Man, that complete got me off track. That's what I was gonna ask.
Movie. So what's after the investor?
Oh yeah,
property?
you mentioned that. My bad. You mentioned that you wanted to save up a lot of money to invest. How, like, are you trying to go for the 20% down?
Well, I'm just trying to save as much money as I possibly can right now, because with the just interest rates ebbing and flowing the way they are, I don't know what I'm going to need to bring to the table, and I don't know, how they're going to look at my income, because a large percentage of my income is commission. So me coming from a background with loans, I just want to make sure I have all my bases covered, just in case.
Aren't you W-2?
I am.
W-2 and commission.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how that works.
That's gonna be interesting.
Because when I was in loans, and I never did anything here in Nevada, but I feel like everything should pretty much be the same. Yeah. They took a percentage of your commissions because they like the average of what it is, and sometimes that's not fair.
What percentage do you remember?
I don't remember. And
Bad memory.
I do. I have kids.
Oh, I could tell. But is it like a big percentage? Like
I feel
50%?
like it's just the average. So if you're averaging, don't make me do math and embarrass myself.
Oh, so like let's say you're averaging 10K. Let's say a real estate agent.
Okay.
Commission is about between 8 and 15, somewhere around there. So they average each month, right? Mm-hmm. So you take, all right, you did, and how back do they go? Do you know?
I think they're gonna look at your 2-year work history.
Oh my! Last year was bad for me.
Was it?
Yeah, on the traditional side.
Yeah.
Not the creative one, but the traditional side. My commissions are like trash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. We got a lot of creative ones.
Yeah, it's the best year yet, part 2.
They pay more.
A lot more sometimes.
I need to get in on one of those deals.
You do. We have to JV on one for sure.
You do. This is where it all started.
I know. There was one that was almost good, but then there was some issues with the loan. We couldn't do anything with it. Gold mist.
Huh?
Gold mist.
Oh, that one. Oh, there's a lot of. All of them have issues.
I
There's
know.
not a single one that has no issues.
We could never get like the night. Well, I don't think there's such a thing as like, oh, the nice, super cool deal, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna fly off the
Yeah.
We won't
fly
even
off the
see it.
shelf.
And why do they need creative financing if it's going to be easy?
Yeah,
True.
yeah, true. Usually, a lot of people with a lot of issues end up with like,
Yeah.
doing the subject to or whatever.
Which makes sense,
Yeah,
especially because there's so many people who bought their houses $100,000 over asking when interest rates were what, below. Oh my gosh, they were so low, like 2%, 2.75,
Yeah.
and you're just like, this is unheard of.
yeah.
Here's the main problem with that. We were just analyzing one yesterday. So people that have low interest rates under 3%
Uh huh.
usually have equity, at least 100K in equity.
Yep.
Usually.
Ton of equity.
So the person that we were analyzing yesterday,
They want their equity.
they want all their equity, and then within like in really short time frame, like, and then
100K.
we were running the numbers. We're gonna give them a lot, like
Uh-huh.
what, like 20%,
Mm-hmm.
like 20%
Close to 20.
of the purchase price as a down payment, and then he still has like 60,000 left, and he wanted it a balloon. And if we do that, we probably lose. If we give all our cash flow to him,
Mm-hmm.
we touch zero in the 6 years, we still lose like $8,000 at the end
In 6 years.
in 6 years. So it's like, no. Yeah, it's bad. It's not that great. It's not that easy. It's but just in Vegas. I'm talking about Vegas because we haven't dipped into other markets.
I wonder about the people who like refied during that time, if that would be a better target to go to, because for some reason I just don't feel like they'd have more equity.
And here it is. Yes, equity wise, yeah, like you're gonna deal with people that pull out all the equity. But now what you're facing? You're
Your
facing
rate.
payments of $2,700, $2,800, $3,000.
Yeah.
So now you're okay. Like I don't have any equity to pay you, but now
Payment is super high.
your payment is super high,
And
and
what are you
nobody.
gonna do with that house?
And what I've noticed is a lot of buyers, they think about how Vegas used to be. So like, house payment is 1,400 below 2K. So I'm like, that Vegas is gone. Like, the new payments are high. You would not see something below $2,000. Honestly, it's hard right now. It's very hard.
Crazy.
Yeah, the majority of people that are buying houses right now, like 2,600 over 3K, and for a normal house, nothing crazy.
Those
Yeah.
are California prices.
Yeah.
I just closed on I helped a family purchase a house 2 days ago.
Congrats.
335,000 purchase price. Small house, like 1,300 square feet.
No.
Their payment
Yeah.
a month is like 2,400
Dollars.
pesos. Just kidding.
I can
Pesos.
pay that. I can afford that right now.
Yeah, right now, give it to me.
So,
I will give it to you.
so in order for them to qualify, 3 people had to be on the loan. Because it was at the beginning, it was just that one guy. He couldn't. Had to bring dad in. They couldn't. Had to bring mom in. That's when they finally qualified because of the interest rates.
What was their overall income?
I didn't check that part, but because of the interest rates, all 3 people had to be in the loan to be able to qualify, and their payment was
There goes my plan.
2,400 some change.
So that's cool that you mentioned that. So I just saw one of my friends. His name is Jesus. Shout out Jesus. He did a little video. So if I remember correctly, the average home price right now in Vegas is $425,000, and you would have to make around above 70K with no debt whatsoever. So no card debt, no nothing, no credit card debt or anything for you to qualify for a $420,000 property.
Oh, cool. I technically have. Okay.
There it is.
You make 70K.
Yes, I make more than 70K.
Nice.
How do you
Man.
survive on 70K? Do you
just
know how
can't.
much school and daycare cost?
Too much.
Dude, I think that's over like $1,400 a month
So
just
here-
between
here's a-
school and daycare.
Here's a hack that I was thinking about doing with when my nephew was still in care.
Cool.
The gym, is it free? I think it's free. Like with your membership, you get up to like 2 hours of free daycare. So I'll go to the gym, do my 2 hours, and pull him out, Then my sister would go to
Put him in there.
put him in there 2 hours, and then my
It's
girlfriend
4
would go in there
hours. The 6 hours right
6
there.
hours. Boom, and it only cost me $25 a month.
There it is.
What gym is this?
EOS.
EOS.
I
Wait,
forgot
no.
they have a
I
daycare.
I think LVAC
LVAC has it
has
too.
one too.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't work out though. It's
Just
time.
just go over there and walk.
yeah. Just
I
go
gotta
there.
work. I need more. I need like
So here-
26 hours in the day.
Just go in the sauna and just work from there and leave your kid in the daycare. See, boom. Life hack.
26 bucks.
Yeah, there you go.
Gio with life hacks.
There it is, Gio. He dropped some good knowledge
Oh,
right
bro.
there.
I'm not cheap, but like, gotta be efficient too.
Hell yeah.
I love that. I'm not cheap. I'm efficient.
There it is.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is right now. Right now. Hopefully, if interest rates drop, then you don't need to make as much.
I
you
wanted
need
to buy down my rate because, but at the what it is to buy down rates now is so expensive.
Yeah.
It's not. It feels like it's not worth it.
So what I did was I asked the seller to pay for my buyer's buy down rate. I got 5K for him.
Really?
So it went from like 7.25 to like 6.25. I don't know if that was the price. My lender also pitched in a little bit, I think. So we got him from 7.25 to 6.25 interest rate,
I want to buy it down to like
and the seller paid for it.
3%.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, I don't think they'll let you do that.
You can't. It depends on what the par rate is for the day, and it'll only let you go so far. But
2
you
points,
can't.
no? What's the maximum that you can buy down?
Back when I was there, it was like two or three.
Really?
Yes, at SunWest. SunWest has some amazing
Dang.
rates. Just lock your loan for 45 days. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It's never going to close in 30.
Oh, jeez.
Never.
Why? With Southwest or with
With-
just any lender?
With SunWest, it's just never going to close in 30. I would do everything right. Like, I have all my docs, all
Still
my
something.
everything. And it's just like, all right, no, cool. We got a great rate. I'm not even going to complain. We got this.
Nice.
Um,
So how can we help you find that first primary?
I think right now I just need to, if you guys find just a beautiful sub 2 deal with a beautiful interest rate and you want like, 10K down, hit me
Not
up,
gonna
girl. That's rude, okay?
10K down?
You sound like Chino now. I'm not that unrealistic.
Take it.
Yeah, that's
It's happened before.
to who? I mean, it happened to us.
Actually, that
happened-
house that we walked together on Lorna, Pace's house.
Oh, I remember that one.
Sam Singh.
We had that
Oh
one.
yeah,
10K on that
Yeah, we
one.
let that one go. Dumbass.
See?
But he's, I mean, I don't know.
That's
He
a cash flowing
just decided for
PadSplit
10K?
No. So no, that was more. That was like 30 something. It was like 30 somewhere.
I think
in the 30s.
Samsung just got paid probably 10K.
10K.
Yeah, he got, well, yeah. So, but I'm just saying, take out all the other fees for me. I can pay. I'm looking for a deal, okay?
We found a deal, but I mean, that's still not like a.
So
like,
we had one. We paid $9,000 for it, but
That's
the
awesome.
payment is $2,700.
yeah,
And the
American
interest-
dollars.
Yes.
American
The interest rate was
dollars.
what? 5.5 between 5 and 6. I can't remember.
yeah.
How many bedrooms is it?
That was a three. Those are the three.
No,
story
four
ones. Oh, yeah,
bedrooms.
Four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what I have. I need to move into a 4 bedroom.
Yeah.
Because right now we're in a 3 and it's just so small.
Well, we will sell you this, but we turn it into
A pad split?
PadSplit.
No, you didn't.
It's going to
Not
be.
yet. We're not. It's not ready yet.
When's it going to be ready?
I don't know.
No clue.
They have to redo some stuff that I didn't like.
Yeah.
You know me. I'm picky. I have the eye of the detail.
Oh, I
Yay,
know.
another pad split.
I know. So it is going. So I think for Vegas, you're looking at least 40K down, or more. If it's in Henderson, yeah, you're just gonna pay up like 60K plus.
And I want to move to Henderson.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in Henderson. I want to stay because kids' school and stuff.
Yeah.
Everything I do is there.
Around there. What part of Henderson?
It's Costco.
Which one?
Only the Costco next to the Target.
Oh, I
off
live
of
around there.
Yeah,
What
we
is it,
live
Mark's?
right next to it.
Where do you live by?
Right there, like down Stephanie.
Is it? Stephanie?
I can get to the Target in 7 minutes.
Okay, I got you.
By the what's the street? where the school is. What's the street?
What school?
Green Valley.
No. It's an elementary.
No.
Are you on Whitney Ranch?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, that's where I
This
live.
boy trying to dox you right here in front of everybody. I said, this boy trying to dox you right in front of like everybody.
You want my full address?
Wait, actually, can I just?
And my social? No worries.
Date of birth and mother's maiden name. That's typically what we ask in this podcast. Get a credit card.
What's your first pet's name?
Hey, that's my secret question.
Yeah.
You guys don't just put the last word of the secret questions all the time? So if it's like, what was your first pet's name? I put name. That way I always remember it.
Don't do that. Don't say that here.
Well, you really do that?
I'm
Jesus Christ.
lazy.
So now we know the answer to all her possible.
I got
secret
LifeLock
questions.
360, okay?
So do I, but
protect
you
me,
still
they said.
Jesus Lord.
get scammed.
Name.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your concert?
Or my mom's name, if it's like, what's your favorite teacher? Because my mom's a teacher, so I'll just put my mom's name.
Don't say that, Mandisa.
Nobody knows her name.
Not great.
It's not,
We
it's
got
not hard to find out.
It is. It's extremely hard.
He's a hacker. Ask him. How hard
Yeah,
is it?
like right now, I'm just that's easy.
It's very easy.
When people are
Scary.
like people are rude or whatever, like online, like literally takes me probably like an hour to find out like a lot of stuff.
A lot
about
of
them.
their personal stuff.
Yeah,
It just takes time and being bored. That's it. That's all it takes.
yeah. Like
Do
one
that
lady
too.
was rude to my mom.
Oh.
Yeah, I had everything from her. Not everything, but I could have find out more stuff.
That's why
So, but that's one. I mean, I wouldn't do anything.
Just
But-
send them their information back.
Yeah. So there's weird people out there. Very weird people out there
yeah, with a lot of time.
in their hands. Yeah.
People forget like there's an actual world and the internet's not like a real place, you know? So they
I
get
know.
so comfortable
Mm-hmm.
saying things and you're like, do you want to come outside and like touch some grass or something? Like, what's wrong with you?
I know. I know.
It's not part of the world anymore. So.
Perfect. So we're at 43. So I'm gonna ask you one last question.
Okay.
So if there was anything or any advice that you could give to someone, how you were in that position, you know, when you came here from California and like you're like a little bit, I wouldn't say lost, but you were just trying to find like a way out. What would be an advice? What's something you would tell a person in your same position?
Go to every networking event
Okay.
that you possibly can. And I personally would start out in multifamily.
Okay.
If you have a model like mine, because they get it. They get what it's like to work with multiple tenants. And then they didn't start in multifamily. So they're always going to know where to find people who are single family operators. And they have people that they're mentoring or JVing with right now who are going to be in love with this model. So I would, every single networking event that you possibly can, and then find your tribe and just stick with them. The people who are going to make you better, who enhance your skills, who you make better. And
Okay.
stick with them, go through life with them, and it'll be your best year.
I like that.
Do you have any networking hacks that you have?
Meet a Christian, a Geo, Stan Lopez.
No, like for example, like because it's not only just go to the networking event. You got to network.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this guy got stuck the other day, and
Man, it was the worst crowd.
don't say details.
Terrible crowd.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
drop some names
It's-
right now.
It's not.
I'm just kidding.
It's not his.
It's just not. It was just
circle.
my circle.
It's not mine either. But I've had a little bit more exposure with them, so I kind of like push through, because it's very very different. Like if you compare like a sub 2 networking event versus them,
Oh.
it's very extremely different.
Yeah.
I have
So
an idea.
so that's why my question is like, do you have like any hacks, any activities that you like when you're in a networking event and you don't feel that you fit in? Like, how do you push yourself to network with other people? Do you have any of those?
So in my first going to networking events out here, instead of everybody is going to give business cards or they have their like popple thing on their phone or whatever. So instead of doing that, I wanted to stand out, and I was having an event the next week or something like that. So now I always have something going on. So a lot of the times in my purse, I'll have invitation, like an invitation in an envelope that I will hand you. And it kind of makes you go, oh, what is this? This is crazy. You know, or on the back of my business cards, I can show you exactly what a PadSplit looks like. So I'm not fumbling around with my phone and service and stuff like that. And it's just like catching people off guard also. Like, hi, I'm Mandisa. Like, what do you do? How can I help you? How can I help you achieve your goals? Like, I want to hear everything about your goals before I even say anything about what I'm doing.
Like, yes. So that's one of my hacks. I wanna incorporate that one. Because this guy was like stuck. Like, what do I say, like, bro? The thing is, three things we always say.
The thing is, it's just different crowds.
No, but it's the same thing though. So like, what I do is like, who are you? And
what do you do?
Pace taught us this.
Yeah.
Who are you? What do you do? What do you need help with?
How can I help you?
And they always like to talk about themselves. And then the problem that I have, like, and this is stuck in my head, is my dad always told me, do not interrupt other people. So that's my thing, but I keep pushing through. And how I push through, I just do this. And you just put your hand out, and people just stop talking, and they reciprocate.
Okay.
They shake your hand?
Yeah. That's how you
end the conversation?
Interrupt. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that next time.
Yeah. If there's like a circle of people,
just finish it up.
Just put your hand out, and they'll stop the conversation to shake your hand.
People are interesting.
Yeah, and they don't care. They don't mind. Like it's their decision to stop the conversation. So I don't say anything. I just go out there and I put my hand out. They will stop and shake my hand back. And it's not like you're interrupting, like, because they chose to stop the conversation.
And you're absolutely right. People love, no matter what crowd it is, people love talking about themselves.
Yes.
Like investors, I found, if they're like, hey, I do fix and flips, ask them about their fix and flips. Be interested about even if you don't care at all, they love to talk about it. And remember the little details that they do in each of their flips. So next time they're talking about it, you're like, oh my gosh, you did this same sink. I love that you have these sinks. Like, where are you finding them? No one's able to find, like, just little stuff like that. And like just remembering key details. Like, I put everybody's birthday in my phone. I put everybody's like kids' names, all, like, everything, every little bit of information you give me is going to be in my phone, so that I'm able to text you and tell, oh my gosh, this is happening, and blah, blah, blah. And that's how you just maintain like genuine connections. And maybe I'm a bit of a psychopath. Nobody will ever know.
That's a good one.
All right. So I just want to include that for the networking thing that you were saying.
I like that.
Yeah. I'll go with you guys next time.
Where's the next one?
Yeah.
You, Christian, is speaking at my event.
Oh, yeah. When is that?
Yeah. On Tuesday.
Oh, geez.
What day is it?
Is it formal or no?
Come,
no? Okay.
Come as you are, like church.
Sounds good.
I have one for Spanish speaking on the 9th and the 10th. We need to prepare for that. Spanish speaking. So you want to learn about Español?
Hola?
Yeah, just that.
Look at me.
Nice. There it is. That's all you need. You're invited.
Come by.
You could be a speaker too.
So it's the Spanish community, basically, the Latino community. So the 9th and the 10th, I forgot the time.
Okay.
At the Sun Coast Casino.
All right.
Just so I can like, that's Mandisa. Hey, you want to hear more about PadSplit? I'll talk to her.
I have Google Translate works pretty well sometimes.
Yeah.
When you're trying to. Like,
we're gonna be there, so
sorry.
he'll translate for you.
Okay. Send me a text. I'll be there.
Cool.
Awesome. Perfect. So thanks for coming here. Thanks for giving us all this information. And honestly, thank you for providing a new way for us to make money, but more importantly, to make money and help out people. I know you're part of PadSplit, but honestly, if it wasn't for you, for spreading the message out there, for being outside networking, we wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't have you here, and we wouldn't be growing like we are.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
100%.
Thank you guys.
Thanks so much.
Y'all are awesome.
Thank you. Later, guys.